everybody, this is Kenny, and I just wanted to give you guys my first annual update. Of course, the new year just passed us. 2020 is behind us, thankfully, and 2020 was a pretty difficult year for many of us. But a couple quick highlights: my first daughter was born, and she was born right at the end of March, so right at the beginning of all the chaos and insanity. But thankfully for us gamers, our entertainment industry, our form of escapism didn't go anywhere, and probably actually did better during the past year with people being quarantined and stuck at home a lot. And so right towards the end of my paternity leave in June, that's when I first started doing these Fallout 76 videos. And I've enjoyed it. I didn't really kind of know where I was going to go with it. I was just, bored, stuck at home. And babies are cute, but in that first 2-3 months for us dads, it's like they eat, they poop, they sleep. So not a whole lot in it for me until she started actually kind of recognizing my face and whatnot. So it's been a fun year for me as a brand new dad. Let's see. And right before Christmas 2020, I passed 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So thank you guys for joining me on this journey. And what about 2021? This is my year. Nobody's really posting that so far on Facebook. But to be frank, I'd have to change my name. But to be forthright, I've got a lot of ideas and hopes and goals for 2021, and am determined to at least put a lot of effort into making them become a reality. So in no particular order, I'm just going to give you guys a rundown of what I've got on the agenda for 2021 for you guys and myself. First up, of course, will be the Atomic Shop videos. I will continue to do those every Tuesday. Yeah, I missed this past Tuesday, but that bundle was a little, the gala dress and all that. Thankfully, the grandfather clock was separate from the bundle itself, so I did pick that up. And Fridays, I do intend to be putting out my camp build or tutorial videos, and so hopefully that works out for me and you guys. So as far as Fallout 76, those are the two things I've still got going on the agenda. And I will be, non-Fallout 76 related, I will be launching a podcast. Classified information right now, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be something that you guys will enjoy. So I probably will not honestly tell you guys anything about it, except once I get a strong release date, I'll let you know that release date. But the content, until I'm completely done with the project, I really can't spoil it for you guys. So stay on your toes. And also, I'm going to be doing a gaming news playlist right here on my YouTube channel. Eventually, I will launch that as a podcast once the other podcast gets going and I kind of learn how the whole podcast thing works. I'll launch that stuff as a podcast, but I'll keep it right here on YouTube as well, because I'll be recording myself going through the articles and looking at information and putting links in the videos down below. These news videos will be not a typical gaming news channel, because it's not going to be about breaking news. You're going to want to stay to your sources for that information wherever you go. But it'll be about me and my friend Kurter getting together and just talking about that news. It will primarily focus on Bethesda games. I'm a Bethesda fanboy, although I'm not afraid to criticize them when it's needed. But yeah, so we'll focus on Bethesda games for the most part. But if there is some other stuff out there that piques our interest, we'll definitely be covering that as well. So stay tuned for that. And then finally, I'm going to be launching a Patreon towards the end of the year. Now, obviously, all of this might kind of change around in the order that I intend to put it out. Depends on what I've got going on. Financially, with time, the resources I have to be able to put this content out. Patreon, yeah, I don't feel I'm ready yet for a Patreon. All I've been doing is my YouTube videos for you guys. But when it comes to a Patreon, I want to make sure I can uphold my pledges to you if you pledge to me. And so I'm going to roll that out really slowly, starting like with $1 increment, and then work my way up as I'm able to kind of navigate what I can realistically do. Because it's the only time I've ever canceled a Patreon was if they just couldn't uphold their end of the bargain. But, of course, I'm a subscriber to the Fallout feed, ASA, brain fart. I do subscribe to Fallout Feed ASA podcasting, of course, as well as the League of Geeks podcast, which I'm rocking their shirt right now. They've been a fantastic channel throughout the past year, and they constantly putting out content. They've got a ton of stuff on their Patreon. So if you want like more broad geek stuff, definitely check out League of Geeks. You'll love those guys. And that pretty much wraps it up. So if you guys have any questions for me, sound off. If there's any ideas that you think would be good for me to include in my content, especially off this stuff that I just announced I'm going to be getting to this year, let me know. Other than that, guys, take care, and I'll see you in the wasteland.